Hi, welcome back to another episode of Ask Coach Matthew. In this episode, we're going to set up a 90-minute training session for a under 13 and under 14 age group. The training session topic will be improving your team attack using the wide area. The training session we'll start out with a warm-up component, then we'll transition from the warm-up component to a technical component. From a technical component, we'll transition to a tactical component. We'll bring all of that back together in our end game. So now let's take a look at the 90-minute training session that we've set up. The topic for the session is improving your team's attack using the wide areas. Session planner that we've made available for you, paper format for those of you who like paper, or what I recommend is using your smartphone. Using the Solo Soccer Animated Coaching software, you can download your session to your smartphone, take it with you to training, look at the sessions before the sessions, and it's just a video of your training session so you can see exactly what you have to do. A lot easier, you always have your phone with you, you don't need paper and all that stuff. You can store your videos in your folder, digital. So next point, try to always have a pre-warm-up that you do for your team or that you set up for your team, that they know when they show up to practice. There's a routine that they do before they start the session. So in this scenario, we're using a 5v2 possession game. And we set up a grid that is 10 meters by 10 meters wide, so it's box. In there is two defensive players. And as the players come in, they fill up on the outside till they get to 5. So it's a 5 against 2. Possession game, when one of the players wins the ball, the player that's been in the longest comes out, the player that lost the ball goes in the middle. And they keep doing this, and it gives you time as a coach to work on talking to parents as they come in, or start dividing the team up into the components or the team makeups that you're going to have in that session. Also, it provides the players a transition from they drop their bags off, they come onto the field, they know exactly, they go into their boxes and start playing this possession game, gets their mentality back into soccer routine, gives them a little bit of time to interact with each other before you come and control the training session as a coach.
The distances of this exercise from the orange cone to the blue cone in the middle is 10 yards, 10 meters, or just 10 steps. From the blue cone to the yellow are 5 steps in either direction. And then from the blue cone to the orange is also 10 meters, 10 steps, or 10 yards back to the line. So keeping consistent with that. A quick explanation of the exercise is the player from the orange cone passes a pass to the player in the yellow cone, who makes a one-touch pass to the player on the blue. Player in the blue then makes a through pass, double through pass to the player in the yellow to receive the ball on the opposite side, who then dribbles to the back of the line. Coaching points in this exercise would be how they receive the ball, how they pass the ball. If you're doing everything with the right foot for the first exercise, then they're receiving and passing with the right foot. Their first touch, their check back away to create space to the players on the yellow cones, that they're moving off the ball and then coming back to it. And then anticipating that double pass for the player in the blue cone as they make that through pass for the player in the yellow cone. The third technical component is a transition game 3v2 counterattack. The field setup is a 30 by 40 field. We've marked the corner flags with the blue, and the 2 goals are in the middle. The orange cone is in the midway line and the yellow cone is in the midway line, so there are 20 meters between the flags. The explanation of the exercise is there's 3 players on the yellow attacking, 2 players defending in the first scenario. If the yellow team scores, They receive a ball back from the keeper and attack in the other direction. 2 new defenders from the red come into play. If the attacking team does not score, the defending team gets the ball and transitions into attack with 1 new player joining the field. 2 new defending players have to join the defending team, and that's your counter-attack situation. So this transition from a 3v2, if you score, you reward the team. If they don't score, it's a counter, you reward the defensive team, and it's a counter in the opposite direction. The coaching points would be how, when the keeper catches the ball, to let that wide player realize that that's the trigger that we're getting the ball wide. And also how the attacking team on a 3 situation, how do they combine and how do they move? Make sure they're not just running straight lines. You want them crossing, you want them being dynamic in the movement. A lot of double pass. They should have 2 or 3 overlapping situations in this play as they go forwards, even on countering, because it's a cross, it's a move, it's overlap, and it's just quick movements of the ball trying to get that defender off balance. And then you see the wide player free, that you can play that ball through to him. They bring the ball in, and then the wide player from the other side is coming from the far post, coming to win that cross. So those quick movements is what you're looking at, creating wide space, bringing it back into the middle, going back outside, and then attacking the goal. The tactical component is a 9v9 outside zone game. The distances for this exercise is we've set up in a half a field, so you're looking at 50 meters by 65 meters wide. So we've created 2 outside zones marked with the red cones, and those are just 10 meters apart from the sideline. The explanation of the exercise is the attacking team always has an advantage in the offense, so once they play that ball into the outside zone, it's always a 2v1 situation. So you're trying to teach your players that utilizing this speed, this game, that you can get into that outside zone as fast as you can, 2v1. And then from there we build our attack, playing the ball in, combining, seeing how the defensive team shifts, and then that player coming from the back post is what you're looking at, that penetrating pass to the player, second runner coming from the back, or even the third runner coming from the back post to get that ball. So because you see, as the game goes on, if the ball is on the right side, the defensive team has to shift in. So those are your coaching points that you're looking at your players to explain to them is, as you go wide, the team shifts. As the team shifts, you have that space behind the back that opens up. And that's where you want to come in. So you want to lower the team in the middle, hit that penetrating pass to the back post, and then the runners coming in. So there's your combination, stretching this field wide, gradually bringing the ball in. As the defensive team closes, you attack the wide space on the opposite side.
Thank you for watching, and check out our Udemy Ask Coach Matthew official online coaching course for this U13 and U14 age group course, and other courses to help develop your team over the course of the season. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Ask Coach Matthew for weekly updates.